all energy works in pulsation. And all of life works in pulsation. And this pulsation is called spanda. And it means vibration, it means pulsation. And it's something we don't think about, even like we think that once we hit into a yoga life or a spiritual life or any type of life, that there's this like, we're supposed to land in this like flatlined place. Like, oh, I shouldn't feel, we talked Monday about holy rage. I made you stomp your feet and stuff. That we're not supposed to feel these waves of experience, but rather that we're supposed to be sort of like this. We all know from watching, you know, like Grey's Anatomy, that when the machine does like that, that's not good news. You don't want your life like that. You actually want really healthy pulsation, spanda. And in so many ways, and including in relationship and relationships. We've been sold this idea that all relationships, number one, are forever relationships. Like that once you're a friend with somebody, you're supposed to be a friend with them forever. They might have just been your friend for that year. Doesn't mean it has to be a horrific fall apart, right? It can be one of those sort of just drift aparts, and it's okay. It's better when it's sort of mindful. But you don't have to get all, you know, upset or try to start grasping at that. Who's ever done that? Yeah. Oh, who hasn't? You lie if you didn't raise your hand. Not every even great love relationship is always, it wasn't the one. It was never meant to be the one. It was supposed to be the one that it was. Which when you're 15 especially, you can't believe that. So this is spanda, this is pulsation. And even if you hit into those people who are your dear friends for life, or the one relationship, you know, that you end up with, that even that has its pulsation. And that's healthy. But if you watch movies, if you watch TV, and we live in that little dream world, we think that it's always supposed to be always in the highest place, that it's always supposed to be joyful, full of love, and absolutely peaceful all at the same time. And if you really think that it's always at that vibration, you're going to be unhappy, unloving, and unpeaceful most of the time. Because all of those have their own waterfall of vibrations themselves. And these are called the rasa. The rasa are the flavors of experience. That any experience that you can have is going to be infused with a particular flavor. It's going to be the flavor of joy, love, peace, but maybe it's the joy of wonder or courage or compassion, or maybe it is fear and anger and disgust. And then each one of those have a million vibrations themselves, because love can be, I love chocolate, or love can be, I've met the one and I'm in a state of absolute blissful love, right? Or it can mean I'm frozen in terror, I'm quaking in terror. Or it can mean I'm a little bit anxious about a test I have to take, right? So each one of those have these cascades of vibration. And so we do ourselves an incredible disservice by thinking that there's just sort of these three states, peace, love, and joy. Because each one of those have infinite numbers of vibratory possibilities. Some that we, as one of my teachers says, some that we classify as yuck. We always just tend to want the yum, right? So, but sometimes we have to go into the yuck. So all of life is pulsation. All of life is pulsation. The pulsation of day and night, light and dark, expansion and contraction, joy and fear, love and anger, peace and disgust, everything in between. And so when we cycle through even the cycles of nature, we're in summer. It is this most expansive growth period. But it can't always be that way. There has to be the fall. There has to be the winter where it's a very still pulsation. And so today we move into this real deep recognition of all the pulsation. So take a moment, please, and just close your eyes.